For decades, JRPGs have been some of the most popular games on any given console. But some of these titles, however, have accrued so much lore across all their entries that it can be hard to keep track. Very hard, in fact. Like, borderline impossible sometimes. So, today on Game Rant, we'll help you identify which are the most complicated. We'll also throw up a quick spoiler warning first, though, for several games on this list. First is Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, which is a direct upgrade compared to its predecessor in terms of story. The main cast, for instance, has a lot more personality, and the narrative feels a bit more coherent. But between the latest iteration of the Atlas remake girl, her tone-deaf recitals of car fatality statistics, and at least 3 phallic-shaped demons to fight in the game, players might be left wondering, what is actually happening? Well, Nier Automata on the surface doesn't ask the player much to understand the story. Players will need to understand all the pieces of media that come together to form its canon, and even play through the entire story twice before being able to continue the story in a bonus third ending. That's not to say that the game is a slog though, as it has some truly exceptional combat, and the story is one of the best seen in the industry today. So, Kingdom Hearts 3. There's a lot to unpack here. There are bad guys disguised as good guys, and then when the good guys get revenge on the bad guys for the identity theft, they take it too far and become the bad guys. There are characters from the third game, important to the first, MacGuffins, and fake MacGuffins disguised as real MacGuffins, that all come together to make a great, if chaotic, story. Final Fantasy XIII is a standalone title that incorporates some story beats from the other games. There's a floating city, and a cocoon that keeps the city safe. It's a metaphorical cocoon though, and the corrupt theocratic government that rules the cocoon brands its political enemies as heretics, and they stole the main character's sister to make her a servant to the godlike being in the cocoon. There are also fairies who control life, but different aspects of life, which the cocoon also does, but in an evil way. Needless to say, there's a lot to follow. And rounding out this list is a whopping third Square Enix title, Tactics Ogre Reborn, a JRPG where most of the plot revolves around a grand, nation-consuming war. The Golgostani are fighting against the player's nation, and the player is assisted by a third nation group who are actually mercenaries and not affiliated with their homeland. And also, the captain of these mercenaries has the same name and build as the legendary Dark Knight and commander of the Golgostani, and oh good god, the tutorial battle hasn't even started yet. Please, slow down, Square Enix. And that'll about do it for our list. Thank you so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.